after a day of work, it can be nice to unwind the tension from sitting at the desk all day. So come on down to your mat or the floor and bring your hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips into tabletop. And with your inhale, lift into a back bend. So tip your tailbone to the ceiling, lift your chin. And as you exhale, round into your spine. Tuck your tailbone, bring your chin to your throat, press down into your hands. Use a long inhale to back bend. So hammock into your lower back, lift crown and tail. And then with the exhale, round. Spread your shoulder blades wide apart, feel them separate across your upper back. And again, breathe into your back bend. Your eyes can be opened or closed. Try to pay attention to how your body feels. Round as you exhale. You really take your time. One more round through cat-cow. And then return to your neutral spine. And as you inhale, press down into your left palm, reach your right arm up to the ceiling, open your chest off to the right side. And with your exhale, you'll thread the right arm under the left, bend at your left elbow to bring your right cheek down towards the floor. And then inhale, reach your right arm up again, just as far as you comfortably can without forcing. And then twist as you exhale. Think of rolling the back of your right shoulder down into the floor. Again, inhale, big reach. And as you exhale, twist. Think of spiraling your heart up towards the ceiling. And we'll spend an extra breath or two here. Gently press the back of your right arm down into the floor. And look for the stretch between the right shoulder blade and the midline of your spine. And then come back to center into your tabletop. Same process on the other side. Okay, move as you breathe. So you use the inhale to bring the left arm up and the exhale to twist. Slow inhale, reach up. And with a long, complete exhale, twist. Great, one more time. And stay for a couple breaths. And you can press your right palm down into the floor, just encouraging a little more of the rotation through your spine. Okay, and then back into your table. Now sweep your right foot forward into a low lunge. Your left knee is down. Bring your hands up onto your right thigh. And here we're looking for that stretch through the front of the left hip to bring our hip back into extension from being seated and flex forward all day. So bring the left arm up. It will side bend the spine to the right. And look for more of that stretch and opening through the front of the left hip crease, down into the front of the left thigh. And keep your breath slow, deliberate, expansive. Okay, lift out of your side bend. Plant your left palm down on the mat. And then reach your right hand up towards the ceiling into a bit of a twist. And you're welcome to stay here. Or if you'd like, you can reach your right hand back, bend your left knee, and pick up the left foot. And keep the twist, so peel your right shoulder back in space. And just look for more of that stretch through the front of your left thigh. And you can emphasize that stretch by engaging your glutes, a little bit of a butt squeeze. You maintain a slow and even pace to your breath. And then gently unwind. Bring your right hand down in front of you. And then turn your left toes under and just step your left foot up. So you're in a forward fold with your feet in a staggered position. Right foot is still forward, left foot further back. And if your hands don't comfortably meet the floor, you can bring your hands up onto the right shin, or you can bend your knees. And you just look for the stretch up the back line of your legs, and then release your head. Great, and then from here, step your left foot forward and your right foot back. Bring your right knee down into that low lunge. Okay, left palm on left thigh and right arm up into your side bend. Reach up and over towards the left. Okay, we're still after the opening through the front of the right hip crease into the front of the right thigh. So engage your glutes. Send your breath low and wide through your torso. Okay, come on out of that side bend, plant your right palm. And find your twist, left hand to the ceiling. Or if you'd like, right hand towards the wall behind you. Bend your right knee up, catch the top of your foot. Okay, keep your chest open and lifting towards the ceiling. And remember, none of this should be forced. Okay, so find a variation that is best supported in your body. And keep prioritizing your breath. Okay, undo that. Bring your left hand around. Tuck your right toes, and then again, lift your hips. Step your right foot forward just a touch so your feet are still staggered long. And then drape your upper body down. Relax the weight of your head. And take a few breaths. And think of pulling your left hip up and back in space. Remember, you always have the option of bending your knees. And you just look for the stretch up the back of the left leg. Great, and this time we'll step the left foot back. Come down onto your shins. And then turn your fingers to the long edges of your yoga mat so that the heels of your hands are close towards one another. And just start to make circles with your upper body, leaning your weight to the left, forward, to the right, and back. And we're looking for a stretch through the forearms here. No pain through the wrists. And then make your circles the other direction. And then from here, spin your fingertips towards your knees or as far as you're able. Okay, most of my weight is in my knees here. There's very little weight in my hands. And then looking for the stretch through the forearm with no discomfort or pain in the wrists. You can play with bent or straight elbows. And just a few more breaths. And then peel the heels of your hands up, make loose fists, and flip the back side of your hands down onto the floor or the mat. Try to keep your fingers curled in, but if they're stubborn and opening up, that's no problem. We're just looking again for the stretch of the forearm, no protest from the wrists. Great, then sit back onto your heels. Gently turn your wrists a few times each direction. If it feels okay, you can give them a gentle shake. Wonderful, and then turn onto your back. Knees bent and feet flat. You'll cross right outer ankle over the top of your left thigh where you can stay and this thread the needle, look for the stretch through the outer right hip. Or bring your left foot off the floor, reach through for the back of the left thigh or a little further onto the top of the left shin. And you relax your shoulders. Rest the weight of your head onto the floor. You're welcome to stay a little bit longer, but when you're ready, you'll switch sides. So unhook the right ankle, cross the left over. You stay or reach through, hold your right leg, bring the right knee closer to the right shoulder. Again, enough that we get the stretch that wraps around the outside of the left hip. And we're avoiding any sensation through the knee or ankle. You can play with the angle of the legs and find a position that gives you that broad area of stretch around the muscle in the outer left hip. You might stay here a little bit longer. When you're ready, you'll unhook your legs. Okay, thanks for taking the time for a little post-work stretch. I hope your body is feeling a little bit unwound of any of the tension that accumulated through the day.